So today's look is very simple. We're going to do the iconic Jessica Rabbit. And honestly, just ignore me laughing. I am delirious because I have been doing 31 days of looks. If you are interested, go and watch it and see everything on my Instagram. So you're going to just moisturize and prime your face. And then the most important step of this process is blocking your brows. So you're going to go in with the Elmer's glue, brush everything in place, and then add some pressed powder or any translucent powder you have. This next process is one that I haven't seen many people do, but I know it has worked for me. I go in and I use a color corrector, and then I actually go in and use a concealer. And once you cover everything up, you're just going to go in with a foundation and you're just going to beat your face to the gods. Use a brush and then use some type of sponge, and trust me, it's gonna make a difference. So then we're just gonna go ahead and highlight and contour everything, and we're going to set our face. This process is not the same that I've done because I usually do everything before I do my foundation, but I find that when you're doing makeup for Halloween, it is best if you actually just kind of do your base and then just trust the process. So you're just gonna go in with a eyeshadow primer. I'm using mine from P. Louise, and I just happen to have one that was a purple shade, and I'm just going ahead curving it up because that's how large her iconic look is. And then we're just going to blend everything in. So you want to add that same primer and that base all in the center, because the next process is that you're just going to fill it all in. So take your time while doing this, because obviously if you want to do it the opposite way where you do your foundation everything after, you could go ahead and do that, but this is the exact way that I did it. I beat my face, make sure everything was good, and then I focused on everything else that was to come. So if you don't have a primer that is purple, go ahead and try to use like a purple face paint or something. It will achieve the same look. So I'm gonna go in with this purple shade in the matte book by the crayon case, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put everything on just on the outer corner of the look. So the lid space that you have, you're not touching the inside. So the inside is gonna have a shimmered look. So you just want to make sure that you're just tapping and making sure you're working all of that purple shade on the outer side of the entire look that you're going for. So the purpose of doing this is because you want your look to be dried down and mattifying as possible. And obviously if you are doing this to go to like a party or some type of gathering or function, you want to make sure that your stuff is going to last. So you just need to do all of these steps that I'm saying. Do not try to skip any. So this is a purple shimmer that I'm going to use that is from the box of crayon, and I'm just going to put it in the center. And I was just so in love with how it came out. Like, it just looks like her iconic purple lid. It's just so beautiful. So once you just blend everything out, you don't have to cut anything with no crease. Just do that one thing and that's it. So she does have very high arched eyebrows, so I'm using my Miron face paint palette to just curve my eyebrows up, and that's pretty much it that I did for the eyebrows. Trust me, like, I know it looks crazy, but in the end it's just chef's kiss, because you gotta remember the wig and everything is just going to bring everything together. So right now I'm just kind of like contouring my face, and I'm just buffing it out with my bronzer and just kind of putting everything together before I put the steps of, you know, putting on my wig and then doing her red lip and just all those things. So you can go through and do your process of highlighting and contour. What I do with mine is that I always add powder on top of my creams, because I have a very sometimes it's too disrespectful of an oily skin. So I definitely try to make sure all of my looks are mattifying as possible, because I definitely do not want them to come off. So once I do this, the next step that you're going to take after just like setting your face and making sure everything is dry, you then want to go in and do your blush and make sure your highlight is just like out there, because she has an iconic look that when you see her, it's just like, damn, who is this person, you know, from across the room. So I'm just making sure I add that to the bridge of my nose and then right at the tip of my nose as well. And then I just put my wig on and that's it. Your girl is ready to go. But thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you guys enjoy.